Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Just Friends podcast. I'm your host, Benji, and I got my best boy, Raph, here.
Hey,
And
guys.
yeah, man, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into the nitty gritty, man. How was your weekend?
It was pretty good, dude. I took a weekend trip to Tennessee.
Nice.
It was actually really good.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. We didn't do we didn't do like a whole lot of attractions and stuff. We kind of we were checking out the shops and stuff and just mainly hung back at the cabin. We seen bears.
You saw a bear?
Right outside of our house, dude.
No way.
Yeah, dude, it was literally in the road, bro.
What the hell? Was it big?
It was, not the AC. Sorry, guys, if you hear that in the background. Anyways, it was a mama cub and her a mama bear and her two cubs.
A mama cub.
Yeah,
Baby mama.
It was a baby mama.
It was a baby mama.
Bro, where are the dads at for the bears?
They're deadbeats, bro. They pump, dump, and get the hell out of town, bro.
Dude, I never see the daddy bear there.
No, dude, it's a damn shame.
And it's funny because that's the same joke I made. Everybody was like, "Where's the dad at?" I said, "He a deadbeat."
You deadbeat. Dude, literally.
He's straight. I gotta go get the milk real quick.
I saw a tree with some honey. Back 3 states that way.
Bro. Dude, I was kind of sad. I was like, dang.
Yeah, man. Open season lied. You don't stick around.
The Bears are, or maybe they're off working their 12-hour shifts.
You know what? Fair point. The blue collar bear. You gotta go steal the picnic basket.
The blue collar bear. You think about it. The Berenstein Bears,
The
bro.
Berenstein Bears,
maybe
man.
he's out touring
That
right
is
now.
true. Trying to put honey on the table. Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah, and then, there was this one thing.
Yes.
You're going to get a kick out of this.
Yes.
So we were walking like in the downtown Gatlinburg area, and I walked past a brother. Okay?
Yes.
And I just overhear him talk about this other girl, and he goes, "Man, that girl in them leather pants, that ass is too big to be real." He was like,
No way.
He said, "That thing is too big, bro."
What?
And immediately I'm like, "Where?"
Who he talking about?
And I looked, and I was like, "Ooh." And I was like, "Ooh, that's crazy."
Looking like a caramel apple on a stick.
And the other ones, they were like, "I can't believe he was just like talking about it because it didn't even look good." I said, "You should have heard the tone in his voice. He wasn't saying it looked good."
No, there was disappointment in that
yes,
tone.
Dude.
Oh.
Yes, bro. It was so funny, bro. I was like, I gotta jot this down to bring this up.
Yes,
bro.
yes, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, I mean, it was a pretty chill weekend.
Nice.
But how was yours, dude?
Mine. It sounds like we were out both kind of in the wilderness, man. This was out in the forest kind of weekend. Mine was good, man. Went to the UP of Michigan. Went over Mackinac Bridge. Insane. Nothing but blue water. 360 blue water all around you.
Wow.
Yep. And what else? Went to Tequamana Falls. That was so the water that runs down there, it's brown, right?
Ooh.
No, hear me out. So it's brown because all the minerals and all the leaves have been soaking in the water, so it's almost like a natural tea.
Can you drink it?
No. I was super sad because they call it the Root Beer Falls, and I was like, "Look at all that root beer,
bro!" I would have had root beer floats.
Oh my god! Dude.
My god!
And
root beer floats.
Root beer floats.
Float on that root beer, bro.
Root beer floats, man. No, that was amazing. Whitefish Point, just this beach covered in a bunch of driftwood. The fish weren't even white. I was like,
they were black.
They were black fish. It was nothing but a bunch of rocks. Kaylee, she went crazy out there, grabbed about a big old bag of rocks. So,
remember in Mexico, we were going to bring back some seashells and stuff, and then we looked it up that we could get arrested for it.
Yeah, actually, no, she didn't grab any seashells. She didn't grab any rocks.
No, dude, I remember that. We were all so excited because I had a pocket full of them.
Right.
Remember? In Mexico, I had a pocket full of seashells, and I was like, "Bro, I'm taking these back home." And I think Kaylee was the one who was like, "I don't know if you can." And we looked it up, and they were like, "You do it, you get arrested." And I was like, "For seashells?
For seashells, man, that's insane."
Yeah, but dude, so okay. What did you do anything else out there, bro? I mean, you're out in the wilderness, bro.
I mentioned last week's podcast.
We can't forget about that.
No, I popped my little caps. Went crazy out there. Went crazy.
Dude, how was it?
It was amazing, man. It's you see these sights while inebriated, right?
Right.
And then you breathe in the air. And you're just a part of nature, man.
Was it relaxing?
It was relaxing. Seeing that scenery damn near brought a tear to my eye, bro. What? It was gorgeous. I was tweaking when we were on Mackinac Bridge. I was like, I swear to God, if we fall off this thing, it's a wrap.
Oh, bro, I would have been tweaking on that thing too.
It was insane. There's multiple points within the falls. It's a long path. Super long, dude. I was tweaking. These paths went forever. Mosquitoes about the size of quarters out there.
Oh, but in your eyes, they were probably like baseballs.
Like baseball-sized mosquitoes.
All
trying to get a suck out your boy. No, but it was great. I was tired by the end of the day, but it was amazing. It was amazing.
That's awesome,
yes,
dude. That's
awesome,
bro.
I was flying.
We need to take a boys camping trip.
Yes, most definitely.
Tyreek's been always saying, "Bro, I want to go to the cabin for my birthday." Never plans it.
No, bro. When is he gonna rent this cabin?
I was like, bro, like, just let us know. We can all go.
You say this ain't a cabin, this is a shed, bro.
I'm saying, bro, this cabin here. What are we doing here, Tyreek?
Yogi and Boo Boo making up in there. All right, man.
Let's get into this, bro.
I'm pretty sure you heard about this.
Sorry, hold on.
Yes.
Before we get into
it. Yes.
Have you, since I was in Tennessee, have you been hearing about the zebra that was on the run, bro?
No way.
His name was Ed, bro. Ed's been on the run.
No way.
He was on the run while we were there.
Really?
I didn't see him. And I'm so sad, bro. But I got a video to show you.
Yes.
You're gonna get a kick out of this.
Let me see this thing, man.
I'm gonna put it in for you guys too. Bro, look, they done caught my boy Ed, bro.
Free Ed, man. Free Ed.
Bro, they done airlifted him to get him back home.
No way.
Yeah,
oh, that's bullshit.
I was so sad that I didn't get to see Ed out there. He's been like a celebrity all weekend, bro.
Literally, man.
Man, okay. My bad.
Free Ed. Hashtag free
real.
Ed.
Hashtag free Ed. All right. So
you've probably heard all about this thing on TikTok, just on random YouTube videos. Jerkmate ranked.
What?
Does that ring a bell at all?
No. Honestly, no.
No? It's insane. Okay.
I know I'm a major gooner, but no.
The gooners have taken over. I'm going to use the S word, society here, man. The first man died of the first goonicide. That's what got me thinking. Jerkmate ranked, Raph.
What is that?
It's ranked. Like, how you have your bronze, silver, platinum, gold, and diamond?
Yeah.
For the gooners, Raph. It's ranked.
I'm confused. What are you talking about?
Okay, so the website Jerkmate, right?
Yeah.
You know that one from the ads, correct?
Yeah.
I know. I'm going off of speculation.
Unfortunately, yes, I know.
So there's this it's like an underground fighting arena, basically. Gooner versus Gooner. It's ranked.
Are you for real?
I'm being so
like,
for real.
This is real?
This is real.
Like, I can find this when we get done.
I'm capping. But it's speculated, and they're working on it. They're developing Jerkmate ranked right now, Raph.
But, like, it's like it's going to be like Gooner against Gooner?
Gooner against Gooner.
Well, how, though? Like, what are we battling to see?
That's what I wanted to ask you. If you were to set up Jerkmate ranked, Raph, skill-based match set, how would these gooners go head to head in your mind?
Well, okay, so Jerkmate is like, it's just full of corn, isn't it?
Yes, it's the corn company, basically. Okay. Yes.
I actually don't know. Like, does it cost money?
I don't know either.
You don't know?
I don't know either. So
why do I think that you knew? I don't know.
Everything costs something.
I'm just saying, you didn't bring this topic up for no reason.
I wanted to see how you set this up, Raph. How do you win a Jerkmate ranked match?
I've never, like, it's just corn videos.
It's just corn videos.
Okay, I just never actually went on Jerkmate. Like, I've seen the ads.
I've seen the ads.
I've never actually, like, went on the platform.
The only thing I tapped on when that video came up was skip.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if they're going to be ranking, maybe, like,
Gooner versus Gooner.
But, like, is it, like, all online?
I'm pretty sure. Okay, so what, you want to hear what I imagine in my head?
Yeah, because I can't.
Imagine, okay, 2 cams, 1 for each Gooner. Whoever lasts the longest, I assume.
We do have a camera.
We need a second one.
No, maybe we'll do tag team matches.
My arm's getting tired, bro. I already went through both. I got 2 blowouts.
We're going to be facing other people on the other end, bro.
Literally.
No, I mean, if it has, I don't know. I would imagine, like, if they're going to do something like that to, like, actually set up, like, a leaderboard and everything.
Yes.
I'm assuming it's all going to be on, like, what's that? What's that big, like, video?
Twitch.
No, where you can, like, people in offices do it all the time. Zoom. I have a feeling it's going to be like a big Zoom meeting.
Yes.
Like, the referee's going to be on there too.
Yes, that's right.
And I'm assuming they're going to rank on, like,
performance.
There's 2 ways. It could either be who can last the longest or who finishes first.
Oh, it's like a speed thing.
Yeah, maybe it could be a speed thing, or maybe it could be like, oh, how long you can last.
Oh my God. There's different kind of brackets, Raph.
That's what I'm thinking. And if it's speed, bro, I'm gonna enter that down. I'm gonna enter that thing, bro. I won't make it past round 1 in the longest. There's no way, bro. And because you got to think about it, like, if they're doing the longest, bro, people that finish quick, they're not gonna do that.
No, they're not gonna do the length based.
And, you know, vice versa. If you last a long time, you're not gonna see. So if they want to play this fair and make everybody inclusive, they have to do the longest and the fastest.
Oh wow!
To make it fun.
Yes.
Because if it's just the longest, bro, I don't even want to play.
I don't even want to play, man.
I don't want to play.
I don't want to put my bait out there.
Wait.
Sounds like you had an epiphany.
What if it's the longest versus the shortest?
How so?
Like, what if they're going to, like, do one of who is the longest and then who is the shortest?
Oh, wow. You could have the 2 bracket based system. I mean, it's like you can be a pro at deathmatch or you can be a pro at team deathmatch.
I hope you guys are keeping up with this.
Keep up. We're moving fast here.
I am definitely trying to, like, keep this as censored as
yes. I'm trying my best here.
But no, so what would you think, like, out of those 2 options that I gave, like, what do you think it would be? What do you think it would be, like, who can last the longest and who can finish the quickest, or do you think who is the longest and who is the shortest?
Oh, okay. You think, you make a good point about quickness. I feel like,
well, it's Jerkmate.
Yeah,
it's Jerkmate. It has to be the first one.
It has to be because you're literally, it's in the name.
Would you go on it?
Would I go on it?
Like you had nothing going for you.
Okay,
like you're
nothing going for me. I'm a single man.
Yeah.
Just doing my thing.
You're living back with mom and pops.
That's all I could do back on mom and pops, man.
It's free. It's free to enter.
Free to enter. Okay. How many?
Wait.
Yes.
I don't know if I want to put myself on camera like that.
It's only sausage. It's only salchich. No face.
Oh, okay.
No face.
But how would they do that though? Because, like, if it's just meat and it's like Zoom style,
Yeah.
I'm literally beating my meat to some other guy beating his meat.
Bro, you don't have to look at the screen, bro.
What am I gonna look at? They're just gonna have. Are they allowing like background noise?
Bro, I'd assume so. Whatever you can do.
Dude, I don't know if I could do that. You know, actually, hold on.
Yes.
While we're on this topic,
yes.
Have you ever heard like when they're like, oh, you know, if you want to last like if you want to last longer,
yes,
you know, just think about something like
baseball,
or whatever.
Football.
Have you ever tried that?
Have I ever tried it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
You think it makes a difference?
To a degree? Yeah. I think about tennis.
Tennis?
Tennis, the most boring thing.
See, it don't work for me.
It don't?
I think I'm too, like, in it.
You're too in-tuned?
I'm too in it, you know? Like, I'm too, like, focused on what I'm doing.
Yes, yes.
And then, like, they'll be like, oh, you know, just think about your granny. Bro, I can't.
Oh, ain't no way granny.
I can't, bro. And I know some people probably do.
Oh, my God.
Because it disgusts you to think about your granny.
Bro, but what if I think about my granny in that moment? In that moment, I'm straight.
See, that's not what I was thinking. What if I'm thinking about my granny in that moment? I'm straight. Buh.
It works.
That's what I'm saying, bro. No way I'm busting to my granny.
No, dude, no.
No, dude.
That's foul, dude. That's foul. So
we were literally talking about that over the trip.
Really?
Yeah. That's
oh
why
my God.
I was like, dang, this is perfect. Yeah, dude.
No, bro. I'm not to the thought of granny.
No.
Never, bro. Never.
No, bro.
Bedroom time and granny got to be in two completely different states.
Have I met your grandma?
You have?
I've seen somebody's grandma at their house.
And you were straight. They're a baddie.
Oh,
better not be my grandma.
I want to say it was your granny. I feel like she's like the sweetest person.
Yeah, I think you probably met my granny before.
I've had to. I'm literally remember meeting somebody's granny at somebody's house.
You're gonna think about my granny.
Oh no!
You're gonna think about my granny. You're like, whoa, okay, this is pretty good.
I could never. That'd be crazy.
All right, man. So, really quick, final thing on this GM ranked.
Okay.
JM. JM ranked. How many matches do you win before you go a level up?
A level up.
When you go from bronze to silver.
Oh, dude, there's gonna be a lot of people competing.
There's gonna be a lot of people competing.
Dude, that is literally gonna be the biggest bracket in history.
And will it be on BetMGM?
It has to, bro. Like, imagine you're straight. What are some usernames that they have on there?
I've seen one. It's Girth Vader.
Okay, you know they're gonna be like, bro, I'm gonna put like $50 on Girth Vader, bro. Because you know it's not gonna be any normal name.
It's a 3-game parlay, Raph.
Dude, dude, I don't know. That's gonna take a long time to actually finish.
Just give me an estimate. How many rounds do you win to level up in your mind? What's a good number?
I feel like, shoot, I'm telling you, bro, that's a lot of rounds. Like, I mean,
how was it in COD?
Maybe, okay, just to help them out.
Yes.
To help them out, like speed up this process.
Yes.
They need to do auditions.
Oh.
They need to do auditions.
Yeah.
And they need to have like maybe like top 10 people.
Yes.
And then they go head to head.
That's right. Because like you said, half, I'll just say the males on the planet.
Damn near
Everybody. Except for Gandhi.
It's facts. Oh yeah. Sorry, not Gandhi.
Not Gandhi.
Well, he's gone anyway.
He's gone.
So. I don't know. I think he would have been tempted to enter that though.
He'd be tempted. He had to fight the feeling.
But they have to do auditions, because if they just like let everybody compete, that's way too many people.
That is true.
But also, obviously, not everybody's gonna enter, because there's gonna be a lot of insecure people out there.
That is true. But
they should do top 10 people, and I feel like, boy, if they do 10 people, that's like what 10? No, it's not 10 rounds. They take the top 5.
So it'll be 5 rounds.
So okay, 5. Yeah. So the first bracket, like 5 rounds, they move on.
The finalists clash.
It's like the Super Bowl.
Yes.
It's like that's how they need to do it.
I'm gonna be building my jerk mate bracket, ref. You better be on there.
Your fantasy jerk mate, bro.
Literally, I want to see Lexington Steel go at it. That's amazing, man.
Actually, speaking of going at it, bro,
yeah.
Have you been seeing?
Yes.
Trump versus Elon right now, bro?
I heard they broke up, man.
Dude.
I heard they broke up.
Oh my God.
My OTP broke up.
It's getting crazy.
Is it really?
Bro. Yeah.
Are they doing shots fired on each side or what?
Dude, oh my God.
How bad is it getting?
I mean, Elon got mad and he basically tweeted like, release the Epstein files.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bro.
What?
Yeah,
oh my God.
dude.
Okay, so like my thing is, it wasn't an issue when they were homies.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Something made him the big beautiful bill made him switch, bro.
The big beautiful bill?
Yeah.
What is that?
That's Trump's bill that he's trying to pass.
Oh my God, that's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna get into
yes,
that.
Yes.
But that's what caused this beef, bro.
Oh my God.
They're beefing, bro.
They're beefing.
Now. Let's say they reach out to Jake Paul and they're like, hey, bro, I'm trying to get a boxing match going on.
Yo!
Trump versus Elon in a boxing match, bro. Who do you got?
Dude!
Who are you putting your money on, bro?
Oh my God, that's insane. Oh my God. Yo, I gotta say Elon, bro.
Elon, bro.
I gotta say, but I know he's a soy boy. He has more estrogen running through his body than testosterone.
Honestly, he probably has like some injections and shit.
He has
like,
the robo arm, bro.
Yeah,
the spring-loaded arm.
Dude, now.
Yes.
Donald Trump was in WWE.
He was. I saw him beat the mess out of Vince McMahon.
So.
That is true.
I don't know, bro. But, no, honestly, I'd have to agree with you.
Yes. Just because the age gap.
If they got to set this up, Elon's going to make sure he has, like, some super strength or something.
That is true.
He's going to figure out how to put it in him without, like, people knowing.
He's going to start juicing.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And he's going to dog walk him, bro.
I can see it just, like, based on age and just stature. I feel like one wrong swing and Trump gonna throw out his back, dog.
Bro, Elon's gonna knock the orange off of him, bro.
Literally gonna smack that spray can off him, bro.
Bro, his hair's about to back the other way.
Oh my God, dude. Yes, that's amazing.
Yeah, bro. I just thought about that, bro. It's been going down all weekend. I'm like, this is comical, bro.
It's comical. Literally, you can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up.
Dude, it was that's good, bro.
Okay.
All right.
Speaking on who's surviving what, bro.
Okay.
I got something for you.
Oh, boy.
I got something for you, Raf. These are a string of scenario-based questions, correct?
Okay.
I just want to know, are you surviving, Raf?
I survived.
Are you surviving?
Okay.
Let me see here. Thank you to the grace of Raf's internet. We're going to get started.
Okay.
It is a, let me see here. I believe this is a 10-question quiz here for you, Raf.
Perfect.
So, apocalypse survivor, Raf. I want to know if you're making it or not, okay?
Okay.
When everything falls apart and people are dying in the streets as the apocalypse begins, who do you try to group together with? A, whoever's available and willing, preferably people with weapons and skills. B, try to find your own friends and family even if they're not nearby. My tablet fucking screen turned off.
Oh, that's
Some tough guys, but C, some tough guys look like they can handle themselves in a brawl. D, try to help children, the elderly, disabled, etc. to somewhere else.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, first off, I'm not being the hero.
No, you're no hero.
Last one, sorry guys.
Yeah.
Children, disabled, whatever. Sorry, I'm not helping you.
Yes.
The other two, bro, no. Like, I have to go with friends and family. Bro, I'm not just going to trust some randos.
That is true.
If it's like my family and like you guys, bro, like I trust you guys like 100%. Like we're going to get through this together.
Yes.
We might lose a couple, but we're going to make it through together.
We're going to survive on good vibes.
But the other people, bro, no, I don't trust them.
No.
I have to go with
your
friends
homies.
and family. Yeah, for sure.
All right. You encounter a group of men who are hiring out captured women and boys for sex in exchange for supplies. A, attack the men to try to free the conolingus slaves.
Mm-hmm.
B, hold up, man. I accidentally selected one, bro. Okay.
Come on.
Oh, my God.
Come on.
Come on, man. Okay. B, pay for conolingus. C, tell them that low-life slavers and pimps aren't welcome in your territory. D, buy some of the slaves and start your own business with them. D, kill the men, take the slaves for yourself. E, stay away from them. It can be dangerous dealing with those kinds of people. Or the final option, buy the slaves, then free them.
Okay, this is all about survival, bro.
This is survival, Raph.
I'm with me,
yes,
my family now. I gotta stay away from them.
Okay.
I can't interfere with that.
No.
As much as I want to be the hero, once again, like I gotta survive.
Yes.
Now, if they're like, obviously, like if they're minding their business, whatever. Anything goes right now. The police officers are probably dead now, Like, I'm not getting... No,
you're not even touching them.
Survival, that's my thing.
All right. When everything falls apart and people are dying, the blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you already answered this one. What's your first priority? A, find a place to fortify and set up camp. B, arm yourself with some good weapons. C, take advantage of the chaos to loot whatever you can and whatever you can get your hands on. D, help nearby civilians who are injured or in danger. E,
bro,
find somewhere remote to hide out until the initial chaos blows over.
No, that last one, that's a bad one. I mean,
you're not gonna hunker down?
No. Well, I feel like your main priority has to be that first one. You gotta find a place and you gotta fortify it.
Yes.
You gotta have like a base.
Yes.
I feel like that's the number one. If you wait for it to blow by, you're probably gonna go days, months, whatever, without food.
Oh, that's true.
You can't survive.
And you got your peoples with you. Your people's gotta eat.
Exactly. Your first priority, I feel like you have to find shelter.
Okay. You're starving. Near the point of death.
Oh.
And you discover 3 people traveling together with a cart stacked full of food. They refuse to share. You have a revolver tucked in your back, the back of your trousers. They're barely armed. A, you'd prefer to starve to death rather than rob or hurt innocent people. B, try to wheedle and sweet talk them into sharing. Quietly pocket some of their food while they're distracted by your charm. C, kill them and take the food. D, do whatever you have to do to secure food for your group back home. Rob them at gunpoint or leave them and you'll try to find some wild food or loot somewhere deserted. It's not worth the fight.
I don't know what the options are. I'm mugging them, bro.
You mugging them?
I'm taking their food.
Yeah, it's you or me at this point.
Bro, it's survival of the fittest. If they're barely armed and I got all the weaponry I need, I'm mugging them. Bro.
You mugging them?
Yeah.
Rob them at gunpoint.
Yeah, for sure.
You see a lone girl about 18 traveling along an old road.
I don't like how this question's starting.
Why do you have to mention that she's 18?
Yeah.
Whoever made this sickly.
Is she underage?
Oh my God. Okay. Option 1. Offer to keep her safe. 2. Mug her. 3. Sneak away before she sees you. 4. Attempt to seduce her.
There it is. There
5.
it is.
There it is. Oh my God. Invite her to join your group. 6. Conolingus. 7. Try to con her into giving you some of her stuff.
You know, I was wondering why they specified the age.
18.
That makes sense.
Whoever made this sicko.
I literally knew some of those questions were coming. What does she need though? Like, is she even bothering me?
She's just walking around the road.
I'm gonna let her be.
Let her be.
I'm just gonna like stay away from her. I mean, if she's not doing anything to me.
That is true.
And I'm not a sick freak.
I'm not a sick freak,
with the other answers.
I'm not gonna go with the members of Jerkmate Rank through.
Nah, I'll try to sneak away so she don't see me.
You a smart guy, Raph. Which of these types of base/shelter would you most likely aim for? 1. A sturdy, well-fortified building with a good perimeter, wall, and plenty of room inside for people and crops. 2. Fat stack salute, supplies piled up in a relatively lavish home guarded with locks and a few hired thugs. 3. A subtle one-man camp, easy to set up and pack away at a moment's notice. All with just the things you can carry in your backpack. 4. A sprawling camp built up around a roaring fire with animal bones, empty beer cans scattered all over the ground, gruesome trophies of slain enemies impaled on spikes to warn intruders away. And 5. Wherever your help is needed, man, and where kind folk are willing to let you rest your head.
Why are some of these options like being so generous? You are surviving, bro.
Literally.
I have to go with like the subtle one because if you have like these lavish places, like everybody's gonna want them.
Yes.
They're gonna come to you for them.
Yes.
But if yours is very subtle and like you see danger, like you can pack up and leave. Like I feel like that's better.
That is true. I'm
gonna go with subtle.
Subtle. Okay, let's see. Would you want to have children if after 5 or 10 years or so, things had calmed down a bit after the apocalypse? 1, some of your victims would probably get pregnant, but you wouldn't exactly stick around to raise those kids.
Okay.
That's insane. 2,
deadbeat.
Yes, you want to have your proper family, and you and your partner will take good care of them. 3, well, it could be useful to have some young hands to take over the business, take care of you in your old age. 4, no children would just slow you down. They just get in the way. 5, you're not sure you'd bring a child into such a harsh world. This life is a burden and you'd rather bear it yourself.
Okay. Sorry, hold on. Can you reread the actual question?
Would you want to have children if after 5 or 10 years or so, things have calmed down a bit after the apocalypse? Essentially, would you want another one?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah?
After it's blown over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
But like with the person.
With your partner.
Yes.
Not your victims. You're not some sicko, man.
No. I'd say so. I feel like if you already went through it once, you could probably get through it again.
Probably get through it again, bro. And no, your son's probably gonna be one bad mamma jamma during the apocalypse at this point. So he'll be a dog. You're confronted by a group of ruffians who demand you to hand over your supplies and gear. 1, fight them. 2, join up with them. 3, give them what they want, but then come back at night with your mates and slaughter them. 4, give them what they want or run away. Whatever will get you out of danger the easiest. 5, give them what they want, but come back later with a larger group to retrieve your things and drive them out of your territory. 6, try to bargain and weasel your way out of it.
I think now the cool answer would be no.
No?
Give them what they want. Go with your homies at night. Now that's the cool answer.
Yes, that's the cool answer.
But
you're trying to be realistic.
I feel like you want to be smart about it. You don't want to try to cause too much problem. I think you'll want to try to smooth talk your way out of it.
Yes.
And then obviously in that case, if it don't work, then obviously you gotta stand your ground.
That is true.
But I feel like at first you need to try to sweet talk. Try to be like, maybe I'll give you like, hey bro, I can't give you everything, but I can give you some of these honey buns.
Some of these honey buns.
That's my answer. I'm gonna
try to bargain.
Try to bargain.
There you go. All right. Turns out there's actually 13 questions.
Okay.
We're on 9 right now.
Okay.
You find an overturned cargo container filled with bottles of whiskey. 1, get wasted. 2, take as much as you can. You could use it for trade. 3, stick a bottle or 2 in your back pocket and carry on. 4, carry plenty to your base. It'll make a nice treat on cold nights, and you could use it to treat wounds. 5, leave it behind. It's non-essential and will just take up space. 6, don't bother taking much yourself, but tell other survivors in the case they want some.
So this is alcohol we're talking about.
Alcohol. This is your favorite. Imagine it's your favorite.
See, I feel like I don't know what my answer is. You don't want too much,
yes.
But it is good for sterilizing.
Yes.
So whatever the choice was for like using it as sterilization, I feel like that's what I have to go with.
That is true. There you go.
And when you're bored, just drink with your homies,
a couple
bro.
swigs, man.
I'm with you guys. Like we gotta make a fun trip out of this.
We're gonna make a bad thing into a good thing. You see a group of poorly armed people traveling with a generous cargo of food and drugs. 1, rob them. 2, offer to trade with them. 3, warn them that you're taking too much of a risk. Offer to protect them for a low price. 4, exaggerate how much danger they're in and offer to protect them for a high price. 5, invite them to your group. There's safety in numbers. 6, avoid them.
They have a bunch of
goodies.
Did it say if they're armed or not?
No, yeah.
Oh.
You could do the old classic, stick them up.
Okay. No. See, I feel like during a survival, you have to try to make friends.
That is true. That is true.
Like even if you can't trust everybody, but you gotta at least try to recruit more people.
That is true.
So I'm gonna go with what was their option of joining?
Invite them to your group. There's safety in numbers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Dang, Raph, I feel like you're gonna be doing pretty good. One of your companions has a serious infected wound in their leg.
No.
Which
not this one.
It's me, Raph. I have a seriously infected leg. Which you don't have medicine or expertise to treat properly.
Oh, God.
1, I don't have companions. I'd be alone. 2, do whatever it takes to find the medicine they need or even a doctor. 3, amputate that leg. They can take some time to recover at the base. 4, finish them off. 5, ask around the various people you sometimes trade with. Maybe one of them will know where to find medicine. And 6, leave them to die.
Raffy, my leg! Okay, so if this is you in this situation...
leave them to die, bro.
I care about you too much,
bro.
I'm going to go on the hunt for that medicine.
No way.
Yes.
Raffy, stop. This could annihilate you, dog.
Bro, I have to for you, bro.
No,
I have
dude,
to go
stop.
Find this. Or, okay. Anybody that I joined up with, I would talk to them and see if we can get some medicine for you. Because if I go on the hunt, yes, I could risk myself.
Yes.
And then what if I'm like the head honcho?
Yeah, dude, you're the boss. They need you.
And then now you guys are like, we don't know what to do.
Raffy, go.
I would have to reach out to my people. And by my people, the one people that I answered that question to.
You find a substantial stash of dried cannabis and cannabis seeds. What's your main use for them? 1, 420 blaze it. 2, use them as valuable trade goods. 3, plant the seeds to grow new plants for personal, medical, and trade use. 4, destroy or leave them behind because drugs are bad. 5, leave them behind because you have no real use for them. And 6, take a bit with you in case you need it as medicine.
See, your leg.
My leg, bro. I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it, bro.
Now, I think trying to open up a whole dispensary while you're during all this is probably not the smartest.
No, I feel like you're going to get capped. You're going to get capped.
But taking a bunch of it to use, there's a lot of people that enjoy that.
Yes.
I think I'm going to take some and use it for like trading.
No, dude, yeah, that's smart. But luckily in the question, it says personal, medical, and trade.
Okay.
So that's it?
Yeah, that's the one for sure.
It. Last one, Rafi. Last one. And you're an apocalypse survivor. And we could probably close off on this because all of them are probably way too long. You realize that a man who you traded with a few hours ago has conned you badly, cheating you out of a significant amount of supplies. 1, never mind. You'll just find someone else to con and make up for lost supplies. 2, hunt him down and beat him to death. 3, confront him, demands he returns your supplies, and threaten him with a punishment if he tries conning you anyone else. 4, don't worry about it too much. You have plenty stored up in your base. 5, this just reinforces your general inclination to avoid people, since they clearly can't be trusted. And 6, get a bunch of your lads together to retrieve your supplies and drive the fraud out of your territory.
That last one.
You go with the homies?
Bro, me, you, Jose, Terry, bro, we're going to go beat the bricks off this guy if he cons us.
Yes, I can believe it. He's not going to stand a chance.
Yeah, nah, dude. That last one, bro. It don't say nothing about beating the bricks off of him, but I know we're going to.
Literally.
That's how we're going to chase him out of our territory.
Literally. Okay, man. So, end result, you got settler. You're a settler in the apocalypse, right? Stability, a good group of people around you, and a warm fire in the hearth. You are what you're looking for. With the world outside in chaos, you want to reestablish some semblance of civilization and order. Look at you, Raph. You're going to survive, man.
I'm surviving,
You're
bro.
Surviving. And just because you're surviving, I feel like I'm going to survive.
Bro, everybody's surviving. Mia Familia, bro.
Mia Familia, man. With the power of family, Raph's going to save the world, man.
Dude, for sure. I told you guys, I'm a survivalist.
I'm a survivor. That's amazing, man. I had a couple more, but I think we are running out of time.
Yeah,
so
that's okay.
Send us out of here, man.
All right. Well, today, I don't know. Today might be a little bit of a longer one, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to check out last week's video. It was actually pretty fun.
Yes,
I liked it.
Last week's was fire. I loved it.
It was a bit of unusual topic.
Literally.
But yeah, so make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share us with your friends. Sorry. See you next time.
Smoke is bad for you.